Hello, everyone. My name is Seçil Tümen Akyıldız. I am an associate professor from the Department of English Language and Literature at Fırat University in Elazığ. I currently serve as Erasmus Departmental Coordinator and as Director of Academic Writing Application and Research Center. In teaching, I work across undergraduate and graduate levels, covering oral communication and presentation skills, linguistics, applied linguistics, AI-assisted language learning, research methods, and so on. And I supervise some theses on topics such as self-regulation, creativity in language education, teacher immunity, and so on. And my presentation today is entitled Ethical Concerns and Pedagogical Challenges, EFL Teachers' Views on AI Use in Language Classrooms. I can say that the research was conducted in private high schools in Elazığ. It's a very small city in Turkey, within a qualitative and constructivist framework. And my main goal here was to capture teachers' voices and experiences in this evolving field. As you all know, artificial intelligence has recently gained significant ground in education, especially in language education. It offers opportunities, some clear opportunities. I mean, instant feedback, adaptive learning, student autonomy, and more personalized learning environments. At the same time, artificial intelligence raises some serious concerns. Like teachers and researchers highlight some issues such as data privacy, algorithmic bias, academic integrity, and students' over-reliance on ready-made AI responses. So this duality, I mean the opportunities versus challenges, forms the backdrop of my study. In smaller cities like Elazığ, learners' exposure to English outside the classroom is quite limited. And private high schools therefore attempt to innovate by integrating AI into their English programs to both raise proficiency levels and stay competitive in private education market throughout Turkey. However, despite their relatively better resources compared to public schools, they still face some problems like policy gaps, limited managerial support, and insufficient professional development opportunities. So this local dynamic makes it essential to explore how teachers perceive the integration of AI in their classrooms. So the purpose of my study is to investigate teachers' views on the pedagogical usefulness, ethical concerns, and institutional barriers associated with AI use. So my study addressed three research questions. The first one is, how do teachers perceive the pedagogical utility of AI tools, such as grammar correctors, writing assistants, and chatbots? The second one is, what ethical concerns they associate with integrating these tools. And the third one is, what institutional challenges and support gaps are evident in their context. This research followed an interpretivist constructivist paradigm with a qualitative design, and data were collected through semi-structured interviews with 10 teachers, 6 female and 4 male, with teaching experience ranging from 3 years to 20 years. And I used purposive sampling to ensure participants had at least some familiarity with AI tools. And data were analyzed using reflective thematic analysis, combining inductive and deductive coding while maintaining critical self-awareness. I think the methodological approach enabled me to capture diverse and nuanced teachers' perspectives. Let me talk about my findings now. And the first theme concerns perceived pedagogical benefits. I can explain it to you with two codes: teacher-focused advantages and student-focused advantages. The first one included support for lesson planning, saving time for higher-order instructional tasks. And the student-focused advantages included greater engagement and motivation, individualized learning opportunities, and promotion of learner autonomy. As far as I remember, one of my participants shared some of his students practice speaking with chatbots at their home, and they feel more confident because they are not afraid of making mistakes. And overall, of this team, I can say that younger teachers highlighted engagement and autonomy, while senior teachers tended to adopt a more cautious stance, viewing AI as a complementary tool rather than a substitute for traditional teaching. The second part is about findings. Again, my findings about ethical concerns. Teachers expressed some unease about the data security, algorithmic bias, academic integrity, and over-reliance, and about critical thinking. And I have also one more recurring issue. It is the fear of replacing AI of teachers. And as far as I remember, again, one participant reflected that a student once asked her, why do they need teachers if ChatGPT can explain everything? But the others emphasized the irreplaceable human elements. They mean the empathy, emotional understanding, the authentic teacher-student relationships, which no AI can replicate. The third findings is about institutional challenges. Teachers reported here a lack of clear policy on AI use, and it leaves them uncertain. And they talk about minimal managerial support with requests for workshops, often dismissed as a priority. And the third one is absence of collaborative platforms for sharing AI practices. Again, here teachers stress the need for continuous professional development. While occasional workshops were useful, they felt that ongoing mentoring, peer learning sessions, and exemplary lesson plans were essential for sustainable and responsible integration. Findings for the, for those themes also revealed experience-based differences because senior teachers expressed stronger concerns about privacy, ethics, and professional replacement. On the other hand, younger teachers were more open to experimentation, though still aware of risks like authenticity in assessment and student dependency. Now I want to talk about the conclusion and implications. Here, I can say that teachers acknowledged AI's pedagogical benefits, particularly for lesson planning, personalization, and fostering learner autonomy. However, they raised significant ethical concerns and they highlighted some persistent institutional gaps. And recommendations can include development of clear policies and ethical guidelines at the institutional levels, of course. And they talk about the provision of sustained professional development through mentoring and peer networking, and encouraging a balanced approach where AI complements but does not replace the human dimensions of teaching, and strengthening the assessment practices to ensure authenticity and academic integrity. As in every study, I study has some my study, I'm sorry, has some limitations. It was limited to private high school in one city, which restricts generalizability, and the sample size of 10 makes it exploratory in nature, and teachers' views were influenced by their varying degrees of familiarity with AI tools. So, future research could extend to public schools and some larger cities and adopt some other studies like combining qualitative and quantitative methods to capture broader trends. And I want to thank you for watching this presentation. My findings suggest a simple constructivist path forward, recognizing AI's clear pedagogical value and confront its ethical risks with transparency and close the institutional gaps that leave teachers to navigate this terrain alone. Concretely, this means clear school policies, sustained professional development and mentoring and assessment practices that protect academic integrity while supporting learner autonomy. I hope these insights from private high schools in Elazığ contribute to your own conversation about responsible AI integration and language education. For further information or collaboration or access to materials, you are most welcome to contact me at my email address. Once again, thank you for your time and attention.